Tonight's theme is kind of running around the pop rock, power pop genre, and it is not brought to you by the good people at Miller Lite or Miller Brewing Company. First up is a band from Pennsylvania that I've really liked throughout their whole career. I've actually followed their career. I've actually met them in person. Pretty cool people. And it's really unfortunate that they didn't go further than they did. I think when they broke up, they said it was because of the shadiness of the record business and record companies keep screwing them over. But that would be the Juliana Theory. And this is their album from the year 2000. It's called Emotion is Dead. This album, this band has a pretty original style. A lot of people tag them in with the emo tag, but I would say they're more than that. I mean, there's certainly some emo elements, but they were signed to Tooth and Nail in the beginning. And this album is from the year 2000, and if it were released on a major label and pushed, I feel that it could have went, multi-platinum. It's really, a sad world when you know that shit bands like Three Doors Down are huge and sell millions of records and sell lots of concert tickets, and these guys were not. But anyway, I did see them 3 times, and they were awesome every time live. And this album, I would say, is their best. It's called Emotion is Dead. It's got a lot of great songs on it. Into the Dark, Don't Push Love Away. It has a really damn depressing song on it too called You Always Say Goodnight. That's the next to the last track. But they tinker with power pop, acoustic rock, really melodic, and definitely recommend it. Juliana Theory, Emotion is Dead. Next up is another record from the year 2000 by a power pop band that is broken up, I believe, here recently. I didn't catch their last album, but this is their second album. Eve 6's Horoscope. This album came out on my 18th birthday, and it's really good. I never really liked this band until, I think, on a whim, or somebody I knew had it, and I heard it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. Anyway, you might know the singles Promise or Here's to the Night from 2000, 2001. Anyway, it's really good. It's almost I like to call it almost the pinnacle of power pop perfection. It has a lot of electronic elements. The production is slicker than a damn worm. It's produced by Don Gilmore. It's done a lot of good stuff. Also produced another band we'll talk about here in a minute. Anyway, Eve 6 Horoscope. Probably get it for $1 on half.com. Really good album. Next up would be a band that most people knew of as, before this album, just a girl pop punk band. Los Angeles' own the Donnas. This album is the first album came out last year on their own label. It's called Purple Feather Records. And this album, they've traditionally, there's been pop punk girl band. This album is it's more of a 80s hair metal, fist pumping, rock and fucking roll, Saturday night, get drunk kind of rock and roll. It's great. I just can't get enough of this album's awesome. Listen to it all the time. And I don't know any other fans of theirs but me. But anyway, I really like it. It's my favorite they've ever done. I really want to see them live. Hopefully I'll go see them. I don't know why they don't just tour consistently. There's nothing. Why not? Anyway. Yeah, Don't Wait Up For Me, Wasted, Like an Animal, great. It's just rock. If you're a fan of, hair bands and all that stuff, of course I am, check it out, the Donnas, Bitchin. And last but certainly not least is a power pop band that you might know them from their 2004 hit Memory. This album, the third album, Sugarcult, Lights Out, came out in 2006. I don't think a lot of people know about it. It wasn't heavily promoted. However, I did see them on this tour and it was great. One of the tightest fans I've ever seen live. This album, it's a little darker from their earlier stuff. I mean, they're still catchy as hell and really great production. But this album is a little darker. It talks, about darker themes, a lot of sexual, stuff going on, pissed off stuff. And a lot of people, I'm sure, slept on this album, but I highly recommend it. Sugarcoat, Lights Out. And it's just great. And that concludes our CDs for tonight. And this has been another edition of Steve Jackson CDs that I own and I like that you might not necessarily own or have heard of. And thank you for watching. Take it easy.